Oh, I think the YouTube one is yeah, the YouTube one is back on. Okay, so I think I was about to finish reading this, so I don't think I need to skip the ad. Okay. Okay, slam. Okay. After that. Okay. Okay. I think I was here. The will to defy even a god and walk your own path. Bravo, infuriating and utterly endearing. But I must say this. This time it's different. The enemy I now face. Even a single misstep could spell the doom for your entire species. As a friend of both humanity and closers, I respect your decisions. But right now, I am a duelist, the one destined to face the strongest adversary of all. I must grip my blade with cold resolve. Now I'm determined to do anything, to win over my friend and preserve humanity, even if humanity itself rejects me for it. If you resolved yourself to that course, then I cannot stop you. That too is your freedom of choice. But know this, if you try to impose your will upon humanity, they will resist you. As you yourself said, that is the nature of the very people you cherish. A species that stands tall, fighting bravely against overwhelming odds. That's what humanity is. Seems like we won't reach a conclusion here. Let's end the conversation. I'll send you back now, to the bench where you belong. Sending me back? I expected you to strike me down in anger, to punish me. That is true that I'm angry, but I don't enjoy tormenting children like you. I imagine that being left to fade away in uncertainty and fear will serve as punishment enough. That may be true. In fact, even now I'm torn with doubt, wondering if my choice was truly right. But still, I believe in them, in my son. He never listens, that stubborn boy. And yet I believe he'll find the right answer and forge a better future. That's enough lectures for today. This isn't a classroom, it's a theater. Both creator and creation reject my goodwill all the same. Even I can't help but feel a little irritated. Looking up at the sky, waiting for a mechanical god to descend. Not bad, I quite like that image. Very well, then let me show you. The god of machine descending from the heavens, to bring about the grand finale. Count, what are you planning? Oh, whatever the answer is, it doesn't matter to you, does it? You'll soon return to the innocence of your youth. You're right, I'm afraid and curious about what you're about to do. But perhaps it's time I let go. Even so, I still believe in my son, in their closeness, and in humanity. No matter the challenge, they will rise to meet it. You truly are consistent to the end. That steadfast resolve, it earns my respect. Then farewell to the respectful professor. May you sleep peacefully. It was really just in time for the ad start. Okay, I guess I'll wait a little bit for the ads. In the meantime, I'll collect stuff. Is there any new... There's still this event. I got what I wanted, which was this. I think I'm too far away for the face wings. Like, it's a problem because even though I was playing with Trish, it wasn't counting. So that's why I'm so far behind. How long does the Trish one last for? One more week, basically. Uh, September 24th, actually. This one was before she came out, now I think about it. Uh, well, I have this one right. Yeah. So there is no, like, special event currently going on. At least I don't see any. Let me check. Wait, no. What am I doing? It's over here. That's Fantasy Worlds. Right. I still haven't gotten this. Yeah, I don't see anything special. But this Dream Theater probably has... Yeah, see? This is the new weapon. The locked scissors. I am surprised we got like a weapon so soon, considering that the modules were like weaker than the weapon itself. Already 190. Hair, fabric, and your neck. Tell me what you'd like to cut, and I'll cut everything except that. Okay. What's my weapon says? I am the companion of the snake and the mother of snakes. I will swallow my fury down and devote myself to my duty, even if my children die in the wilderness. Okay, I understand. Time to continue the story. That is all. That is what I observed from the Professor Leon Schneider's memories. Honestly, don't you think that this is a bit too much? At this point, it's basically stalking. Spying on a brief private conversation in a fleeting moment. How rude. And it seems I'm not your only target. Judging by how perfectly timed your intrusion, you must have been monitoring the closer as well. That is correct. Your recent cryptic words and actions suggest that you would soon interfere with the closers in some form, so I've been continually observing their memories. Allow me to ask, the proposal you just made to the closer, the choice between comedy and tragedy, what happens if one is chosen? Answered me, Lord of Fantasy. Very well, I never really meant to hide it. If the closer had chosen comedy, they would have reached their end, drunk on a sweet dream. Had they chosen tragedy, they would have reached their end through a noble and painful battle. And, you say? Lord of Fantasy, and you say? Don't tell me. Who? Quick way to describe. Yes, you're right. To protect humanity, I've decided to abandon this world. Oh? What? What are you saying? You've always claimed to be a fan and patron of humanity. You've helped me and the closer countless times, so why would you now abandon this world? The you I know, even the even when humans make choices different from yours, you'd applaud them while saying that's what makes them truly human. Why? Why would someone like you? That feeling hasn't changed. I still hold deep respect for the closers and the professor. But that aside, in this battle, there can be no ad-libbing. Unless the grand finale proceeds exactly as I planned, there's no way to defeat that friend, the Great Will. Oops, God dang it. I hate it if you click, you like go back. Even so, to suddenly declare you'll abandon this world, that's no different from surrendering to the Great Will. Scribe, have you forgotten? One of my powers is manipulating dreams, and the other is the ability to observe and interfere in countless what-if worlds. Ah, it can't be. You're struggling to protect this closer in this world because you believe they're the only ones that exist. But for me, that is not the case. To me, that closer and this world are but one of many branches in this infinite tree of ifs. Yes, in fact, this world is one that rejected the grand finale I prepared. The grand finale? My friend is powerful. Even I cannot guarantee victory. The only way to win was for humanity to follow the grand finale I crafted. But this world refused. Those closest chose another path. And for the world that rejected the grand finale I prepared so carefully, there's regrettably no salvation. That's why I made my decision. For the humanity that rejected me, I will let them end in a sweet dream. And from that dream, I'll extract the energy needed to give to the humanity that did choose me. I don't enjoy reducing the number of observable worlds, but we're always like that, right? It demands some blood and tears. Against that friend, such losses are cheap in comparison. Don't worry, humanity and closers will survive. Just not in this universe of yours. They'll live on in another one you've never seen. Now then, people of this world, for the sake of those beloved beyond the other world, perish. Lord of Fantasy, at this moment, I declare you an enemy of humanity. You are now classified as a top-tier catastrophic threat, and I will use the full strength of the museum to stop you. Seriously, I treated you casually. Did I look that much of a fool to you? You consider me an enemy? You intend to stop me? Do you truly believe that you can? Closer, take my hand. I'll transmit you to the museum immediately. Transmitting. Leaving without even a farewell. How utterly rude. They must have been automatically penalized. Oh, faithful scribe, your dedication is admirable, but your love for humanity has clouded your judgment. The reason that French subordinates always fail is their ignorance of humanity. But I'm different. I cherish humanity and understand its value. If I hadn't cherished humanity to begin with, I wouldn't have gone through the trouble of preparing such an elaborate apocalypse. So, can you handle it? The boredom that this end will bring. Alright, I've arrived at the museum. Ugh, this pain. I've heard of this before. This is the theater's penalty. Those who enter or leave the theater rudely are afflicted with pain. It was created to punish the impolite. I remember hearing that from the Lord of Fantasy. But it doesn't seem like it'll last long, so there's no need to worry too much. The pain seems to have subsided. You're alright, aren't you? Good, I'm relieved. I never thought the world of fantasy would make such a choice. In a way, that person might be an even greater disaster than the Great Will. The Great Will, for now, only attacks humanity through its underling. But the Lord of Fantasy intends to end this world by their own hands. I'll raise the museum's security to level to maximum and prepare the highest graded memory cells. Get some rest for now. You've been through a lot. I'll call for you again once we have a countermeasure. Yes, once we have a countermeasure. I'll find it. I'll wait to stop that person. Noah stepped away for a moment, saying, "It says she, but I think it's she. Sometimes it's she, sometimes it's she, but I think it's a problem with the translation on closers. Needed to look for a plan for the next operation." In the meantime, the closer sat down against the wall of the museum. The weight of knowing that the Count had given up on this world was overwhelming. Physically and mentally exhausted, the closer. At some point, without realizing it themselves, they drifted off to sleep. And the sleep inevitably, they had a really unpleasant dream. They've had plenty of bad dreams before, dreams of endless swarms of flies descending, an ominous cloudless sea war returning, of broken machines destroying humanity. But this time the dream surpassed all of those nightmares, even worse than the dreams of man-eating beasts or the world being engulfed in flames. Yet, despite how horrific it was, when they woke up they couldn't remember a single thing about it. That wasn't all. They were certain that they had woken up from the dream, but for some reason what they saw before them looked just like something out of a dream. A worn down, desolate theater backstage, and in the middle of that stage an old faded gramophone. Then as usual, a cheerful voice came from the ground floor. Welcome, welcome! Glad you can make it, dear closers. I wonder, maybe you're getting tired of this green by now, but I hope you'll forgive me. This is the kind of ritual flair. I can see, like, what they're going on with repeating. I also skip this part since he's literally just repeating. Yeah, Paris again, over and over and over. Watch Magra's tragedy, a clumsy, childish comedy, a miserable contrived tragedy. After returning from watching these cruise plays to count, forced a choice upon the closer once again. Oh, you've returned. So you've seen the plays that Dogra and Magra prepared, haven't you? Comedy, complacent, yet irresistible temptation, tragedy, harsh, yet all the more meaningful because of it. What will you choose, closer? Just pick your side like you always do. Then leave the rest to me. Leave everything in my hands. Brave and therefore all the more pitiful closer. Okay, isn't this like again? Okay, to protect. Huh? This is strange. This isn't the first time. What is this? Why does this situation keep repeating? hmm That won't do, scribe. It's not what's written in the script, is it? The line you're supposed to say now isn't that, is it? Lord of Fantasy, what is the meaning of this? I'm certain that I've saved the closers from like this before, and I went to the museum to find a way to prevent the worst. So then why is it happening again? As expected of the scribe, you catch on quicker than the closer. Even if a play is performed from the same script, on the same stage, the details inevitably change with each performance. We must have noticed one of the subtle differences. Sharp eyes, impressive. Though unfortunately that keen of yours will lead to your ruin. Lord of Fantasy, what are you talking about? It's a play. You could call it a kind of absurd display. I summoned the closers to deliver the end, and you burst onto the stage to stop it. That's the setup. But the rescue is erased, as if it never happened. And the same play repeats over and over again. You and the closers are trapped in this endless repeating performance. Let's see, we're about around the 22,992 times, I believe. That's how many times this play has repeated. What? I, along with Dogra and Magra, are used to this. We recorded and started the situation on the gramophone. So unless there's unexpected stage accidents or ad lib, we don't even have to pay attention to the performance anymore. Meanwhile, the closers, with their less observant eyes, probably haven't even realized this is repeating. Maybe after 10,000 of thousands of cycles they'll catch on. So that means that the Lord of Fantasy truly intended to face with this play from the beginning wasn't the closers, but... Ah, that's right. You dutiful, no, downright stodgy curator. You've noticed the loop just once, and from that moment on you'll be aware of every repetition. The penalty you felt when you rudely left the theater, a moment of agony, as if your entire body was crushed. Knowing that pain awaits you, you'll still have to keep trying to escape, but perhaps even that pain won't seem so bad, compared to the boredom you'll begin to feel. Boredom. Boredom is terrifying, sometimes even worse than death. From now on, you'll have to repeat the story that never changes, no matter what you do. The question is, can you endure that boredom? I'll tell you how to escape. Just give up on the closer. Abandon the closer and any hope of saving this world, and simply never leave the museum. No pain, no boredom. I could never do that. Protecting this world and the humanity that lives on is my duty, and my joy. I will never give in. Aha, such fiery resolve. Very well then, let's duel. Now flee to the museum with the closer and suffer the penalty of pain, just as the script demands. After all, there is no other way. That is the heart of this eternally repeating absurdist play. Now then, after how many repeats will that fire in your eye fade? Hundreds of thousands, millions? Let us begin then. An infinite duel between you and me. Yeah. It's okay, closer. You don't need to look at me with such worried eyes. By now, I've gotten used to the pain. Closer, you probably don't understand what's happening, do you? How many times has it been now? I gave up on counting a long time ago. I tried everything I could to stop you from falling asleep after I brought you here, but it was no use. It's alright. I'm sure there is a way. There has to be a way. Just let me rest for a moment. Noah staggered and leaned against the wall of the museum. While she remained motionless for a while, the closer too, unable to resist the overwhelming drowsiness, fell asleep. And then, okay. The count greeted the closer once again. He once again pushed them to join the new event. The choice was forced upon them, but this time, Noah did not appear. Did not appear? Isn't that what's supposed to happen? The count paused for a moment, as if waiting for something, and then spoke in a noticeable different tone. A different tone, as if this wasn't the first time this had happened. The scribe is running late. She hasn't given up on saving the closer. It's just that breaking through the wall of the theater took a little longer this time. Endless pain and crushing boredom, they slowed her hand, ever so slightly. It's not her fault, so I don't blame her too harshly. In any case, thanks to this, I can hear your answer without interruption. You haven't forgotten my question, have you? Com- Comedy, complacent yet irresistible temptation. Tragedy, harsh yet the more meaningful because of it. What will you choose, Closer? Which one suits your ending best? Now decide for yourself. Noah's absent. The Count began explaining to the Closer his true objective and the nature of the play that had been repeating all along. In that same cheerful tone as always, which only made it the more terrifying. You understand the situation now, don't you? You don't want Nova to keep suffering either, I assume. Besides, the broader perspective, a certain level of sacrifice is necessary for the survival of humanity. So I'll tell you another way to end this endless repeating play. All you need to do is choose comedy or tragedy, and meet your end according to the chosen form. Don't worry, either way, I'll be it'll be a play of value. And if the content is a bit unsatisfying, I'll tweak it slightly for you. No, this is the final offer, so let me hear your answer. Comedy or tragedy? Which do you choose, Closer? Neither option is my ending. In the end, both means giving up the fight as a closer. I could never make that choice. If you're going to force that kind of choice on us, then you're no different from our enemy count. So you've rejected my goodwill, all the way to the end. What a pity, truly a tragic ending. Count, are you serious? Do you intend to turn against humanity? I always knew you were simply a kind being, but even so, you were someone who respected humanity's courage and resolve. That's why we slowly began to trust you. Is it all really going to end here? Are we going to fall to the level of just another dimensional monster? I'm sorry, Sylvie, but I hope you'll understand. I'm sure I'll be sure to replay this depth to your counterpart in another world. And I know this may sound like nothing but an excuse, but I did try to respect and care for all of you in my own way. If I truly wanted to drag you all into the end without mercy, I wouldn't have gone through such a tedious process. Dogra's comedy or Magra's tragedy, The only reason you were able to reject them was because I told you in advance that they were plays. If you had faced them without warning, you would have accepted them as reality, just as people do in dreams. I thought that it'd be too cruel, so I designed this elaborate process to ask for your understanding. But it seems even in this final act of goodwill hasn't reached you. In that case, I have no choice left. Now then, I'll watch the closers overcome adversity in another world. I'll laugh and cry with them, hand in hand, as we head towards the grand finale. I'm sorry, but as for you, you'll meet your end here, absurdly. Hear that mechanical hum? That means the play has begun. Comedy or tragedy, both are valid conclusions, but you rejected them both, so I'll present you with the absurd display. A stage of endless madness, with no clear conflict or resolution, just a constant spiral of absurd reality. Let this absurd display, Dogra and Magra, begin. I'm sorry, but you can't refuse. You've already at the very center of the stage. And so the closer, with no way out, fell into the stage with like a bottomless pit. Okay, now it's finally time for the stage. Absurd display, Dogra and Magra. This was like a long story. Well, it's still continuing, but still. Absurd display prepares for those who reject both comedy and tragedy. In this play there is neither joy or sorrow, and no end will ever come. May you accept this eternal absurd torment. Okay, let's see how this goes. I was reading for a while, now that I look at it. Okay, welcome guest. You've come to this play after all. Truly, how unfortunate. The tale of meaningless, countless, valueless performances, Dogra Magra. The showtime is eternal. It ends only when you give up. Until the end comes, we will cut you down again and again. Until the end comes, we will remain invincible, forever invincible. In other words, this is not a battle, it's torture. In other words, this is not a duel, it's abuse. You suffer this pain because you were born. You suffer this pain because you are you. Because you. Because you. Now then, Dogra Magra, let the play begin. Ow. Ah! Okay. Ah. They're coming from the other side this time, and none of my attacks are getting through. We are invincible. That is the premise of this play. So go on, shout end. That is the only way to bring this performance to a close. How many times have you been cut down and revived already? You're tired of it now, aren't you? Just say it's over already. Please. We beg of you. I can't say it's over. I won't say it's over. No matter who the enemy is, we'll keep fighting to protect humanity. That's the resolve I made when I chose to become a closer. Is that so? What a shame, truly. Then take this. Eh? They didn't strike me, but this place right beside me. If you head through that rift, you'll find yourself back in the museum. That pale-faced curator will be waiting for you. You're helping me? But why? The count must have ordered you otherwise. A servant defying their master and acting on impulse. Such absurdity, too, must be allowed within display. Just kidding. Ah, that joke was ice cold. It's like the Lord of the Pole was here. Magra, don't ruin the mood. Ahem. In any case, both Magra and I have been thinking it over. We've decided to choose a path different from our masters. How could we possibly abandon the closer friends we stood beside us all this time? Even if we met a guys who look the same in another world, that doesn't mean they're the same person. It's, well, how do I put it? It's just a feeling. It's not the most sound reasoning, but I feel the same way Magda does. So please, guest, go back through that rift. And we've adjusted things so you won't dream for a while, even in sleep. Of course, that doesn't mean you now have a surefire way to change the master's mind. But at the very least, you've gained a little time to struggle. Thank you. But if you do this, the might punish you later. Are you truly okay with that? We've we've prepared for that. Honestly, we're scared, but the Count has always wanted us to grow. And this decision and this action is the result of that growth. So we have no regrets. Now go, leave the rest for us. I finally got to say this line before I die. Now I can truly pass on without regrets. Then farewell, guest. You were truly the finest guest we've ever had. Hmm. And now I've said that line before dying. I too am without regrets. Okay, time to return back to the hub. And now it's gonna be more reading. Okay. Oh, thank you, Cyrus. Actually, I, last week it was what, Limbus? This week it's Closers. I feel like I've been reading a lot. Closer, you made it back safely. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I only meant to rest for a moment, but I lost consciousness. I thought it was all too late. I'm just so glad you're back. Can you tell me what happened? I see, so Dogra and Magra helped you. Even the Lord of Fantasy couldn't have foreseen this. Though if they did protect even this and the another act in their play, then the future ahead of us may be too bleak to imagine. But let's treat this moment as a chance. Let's find a way to use it. The time Dogra and Magra gave us is precious. I'll keep digging through every record in this museum. There has to be something, some hint to stop the Lord of Fantasy. The Lord of Fantasy once had direct contact with humanity after all. Time, please get some real rest. Dogra and Magra said that they made sure you won't dream for a while. Though maybe that too was part of the dream. We've already trapped in a dream with no end. But even so, we have to cry out thrice against it and insist this is real. Because that is our right and our duty as those still alive. Let's fight together to prove that we're alive and keep living in this world. Okay. Okay. Oh, I actually have to fight now. Okay. And it's two different ones. Okay, before I do this, how are you, Cyrus? Are you good? Okay. Let's do with Douglas comedy first. What are you up to? Anything special? Well, you and the rest of the people. I remembered I forgot to ask them. Oh, ow, ow. Okay, she's trying to cut me. Okay, that's fine. She's slightly tanky, but nothing too bad. Oh, okay. That becomes a lot bigger in range. Okay, I feel that. Okay, I dodged that. Okay. Ow. Ah! I'm fine. Ooh, okay. Okay, so far, okay. This all says to say 10 we are mid actors. Oh, God, okay. Oh, oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Ouch! I'm fine. Oh, okay. I almost stepped on that. I wonder if she has a face free, or if this is like what she'll do. Oh, okay, good. I didn't trigger that. Ow. Okay, that was on me. Ouch. Yeah. Okay, that ended. Ow. God, I was slightly in range of that. I think I can do my ultimate now. I don't think she has another phase. Okay. So I got some scripts, a sticky residue, and chromatic phase essence. Nothing too special, but nothing too bad. Yep. Oh, it's daily reward. Huh. I thought for sure it was gonna be weekly reward, but if it's daily, that's not bad. Just in case, let me activate this. Oh, okay, fine. Ooh, okay. No, now that I think about it, I hope I didn't stop the story like midway through, and I was actually supposed to go somewhere else to get to the next mission. Okay, she should be getting closer to. Okay, that's fine. When's she gonna do her special thing? Ow. Ow. Oh, it's here. Okay, it's following me. Okay, I guess she is on her second form. There's just no special, like... Ow. There's no special, like, notification about it. Okay. Oh,
나 자신을 다음 단계로 쫓아서 분쇄한다. 갱신 멈추지 못해. 급속한 연거리 생성. 놓치지 않았어.
okay, she should be there now.
한 것이
Yep.
아름답다니. 역시 모르겠어요. 예상대로군.
Even if I accidentally did this without the mission, I can just do it again because I can do this daily missions how many times I want. It's just that the bonus reward only works the first time, like per day. But I wonder how many things I need for it then. Let me check my missions. No, it does end there. Took a nap. Was it a good nap? Okay, 40. Then this one needs 50, 60, and this one needs 120. It's not too bad. I thought it would have been worse, but no, it's not too bad. I'll equip this new weapon once I get this. That's part of the daily missions. Okay, how many do I need to make the weapon? I should probably mark this off. Eh, that's a weird amount. So I guess I'm gonna need to wait 2 more days because like I can only get 10 per day. Well, technically it's not 10, it's 12, is it? Yeah, it's 12 per day. So I'm gonna have to do those dailies like a few more times. Yeah, these rewards are kind of meh. Did I receive any? I didn't receive any capsules now that I think about it. That's annoying. Okay, let's go fight either Gram, Tiamat, or a random dragon. It's a random like enemy. Wait, I also need to do that. Okay, now I can beat you up. Okay, he's dead. The fact that you fell asleep meanwhile we were talking about like dreams and sets on this on closers. Maybe red disc a closer as well. Oh, Tiamat showed up. Oh, okay. I can kill her now. Okay. Also, On the other program, Red, it's weird because like I guess it stopped playing the chat.
극처할 물품이 있다면 저에게 맡겨주세요.
Yeah. Huh. I'll have to check how to like fix that.
극처할 물품이 있다면 저에게 맡겨주세요. 현장의 잔해를 모두 수거할 때까지
Did you hit something like bad or like was it just or was it just randomly? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But the problem is I don't. Maybe if I let me disconnect, let me exit and probably and open it again. That might fix it. I'll do that really quickly. Also, yeah, understandable. Like these past few days haven't been easy for you, huh?
최단 루트 확보. 경로 안내를 전방위 적대
No, no, no. I'll refresh.
더 모이기 전에 선 전방위 적대 세력을 전방위 적대
Go
세력
for this 70 first.
위험도는 크지 않습니다.
Just load this back up.
검은양 팀 현장에 도착했습니다.
Yeah. Also, yeah, resetting the thing did work. So I guess I need to reset it whenever my internet dies. That's good to know. Pa, 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 pa. Let me think, let me think. I need to grab this. Go for this one now.
위험도는 크지 않습니다.
No. Yeah, maybe if I go on OBS, I can see how many. Yes, I can. So I have an hour more, and then I'll probably end stream.
현장에 도착했습니다.
The fact that I spent like, what was it, 1 hour and a half on like just those stages? I didn't expect it to take that long reading. Well, it's also kind of my fault. Like, I guess reading it myself does take like longer. So I'm not sure if I read like slowly or not. It's not something like a person thinks about to themselves, you know? Because one thing is like reading it to yourself and the other thing is reading it out loud. Uh,
최단 루트 확보. 현장에서 쓸만한 물건을 발견했습니다. 경로내 전방이 전방이 적대 세력이 사각을 노려 전방이 적대 세력 병력
got
대규모 움직임.
everything. I just need to
경로내
reset this.
적병력
Okay, I got something I want, so I'll go for this.
대규모 움직임. 더 모이기 전에 선제 타격을 해야 합니다.
작전 개시. 적을 선멸합니다. 힘을 내 안에 전자의 폭풍이다. 중력장 전개. 공간 압축 개시. 전자의 폭풍이다.
Ow. 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 I hate these enemies sometimes because they can stun lock me. And for some reason they do like a lot of damage. Even though they're not that strong. Ow! Ah, I'm stuck! I literally just like mentioned it. Yeah, see, like they're not strong, but like they hit a lot. Like it was what 50. It was like not 70, 60% of my health there. No, that's the selfie. But yeah, they did. What did they do? They added some things to here. Uh, I don't know what they did, but I think they changed how this camera works. I mostly never use it, but
오퍼레이팅 시작. 안전한 탈출 경로 적병 전방의 경로내
it's like
적이 사각을
I'm thinking
노려
about it.
공간 왜곡 발생.
I think they changed some filters on it. I don't remember how to access the filters on the camera, but I think they did add some stuff. Oh yeah, after defeating the clown and the other dude, I'll show what the new map looks like.
세상은 적을 선멸합니다.
거울에 비친 허상일 뿐. 갑니다.
공간 압축 영원히 생성. 전자의 폭풍이다. 멈추지 못해. 공간 압축 개시야.
따분하네.
충전 완료. 빠르고 정확하게. 공간 압축 영원히 생성. 멈추지 못해.
Okay, okay. Is my internet dying again? Swear to God. Ah, God, I didn't press that button. I pressed it like half an hour ago on the other window.
했어요?
눈 깜짝할 때. 비트 공간 압축 개시. 내 앞에서 전자의
도망치지 못해.
놓치지 않고 공간 압축 개시.
당신도 그리고 나도
해방. 멈추지 못해. 회피 동작.
Oh, did it twitch soon?
공간 압축 개시. 영원히 생성. 난 놓치지 않겠어.
아우.
멈추지 못해. 회피 동작.
Okay.
공간 압축 개시다. 힘을 내
This is the last one. Okay, now go to the mill. And
없어지세요. 의자들 또한 병들었으니
yeah, that's fine. That one doesn't do that much damage, so it's fine. Oh God. Okay, I'm fine. I can just use this. It should kill him.
도망칠 거예요.
Yep.
비겁스럽게.
예상대로군.
Okay, let's go to the next ops.
검은 날씨
위대한 불꽃을
현장에
받들어
도착했습니다.
새로운 혼으로의 도약을.
중력상 전력 집중. 전쟁하기
Oh, that hit me.
탄환 발사. 목표. 깜짝할 때.
야,
간다.
I think it's lagging again.
영거리 생성 못해 벗어날 수 없을 거야.
Now it's up. No, I
사격은 없다.
I confused it. I was thinking about it lagging.
눈보라스
Okay.
다들 함께 가자.
내 시야를 벗어나는 교단을 수호하는 믿는 자에게 구원.
Ow.
불신자에게
공간 압축 못해.
여기까지
Okay, he's dead.
돌아가겠다.
예상대로군.
Okay, return back to hub. Let me just get this. Okay, before I forget, let me go to the Nose Museum. Like, even though there's currently not a swimsuit event, they did add they did change the area. Oh yeah, they did have there's a new gacha with swimsuits. I'll show Jay for Red, since I know Red wants to see that. I have some. Yeah. I'll first let me show the area. So I guess this place is where you get the buff. The NPC here got a swimsuit.
나 잘 어울리는 것 같아?
What else?
다음에 또 이야기를 나누자.
And they changed some things, like they added water on the background. So there's some trees here and there. There's like chests with money. More trees, more chairs. Yeah. Okay. Let me just change areas, because like
나 잘 어울리는 것 같아?
that area is kind of like whenever a bunch of people spawn in, it's like lags the game a little bit. So that's why I don't like standing on that area too much. Okay, let me go for here. Character customization. It should be like before the bosses, I think. Here it is. Okay, so here's the Sylvie one. Each one of them has like two different versions. There's this one, and then there's this one. It depends on if you just have like the costume, or if you have the costume and the accessories. Okay, now let me change to Jay just for red. Speaking of Jay, last week I did like work a little bit on Jay. Like I finished the a complete area here on stream. Nope, and I did in about 3 minutes. I'll just let it play.
재민우 놈 이제 나랑 아주 맘먹으려고 하네.
Okay, so character info, character customization, go down.
재민우 놈
Uh,
아주 맘먹으려고 하네.
okay, so here's the first one.
재민우 놈 이제 나랑 아주 맘먹으려고
And now here's the secret one.
이제 나랑 아주 맘먹으려고 하네.
I'm just letting Red take it all in before I continue.
인격대는 총질보다 삽질을 더 잘한다고.
Okay, I think now I can leave.
재민우 놈, 이제 나랑 아주 맘먹으려고 하네.
I would ask if there's any characters you guys want to see, but I don't know which characters you guys like, so.
재민우 놈, 이제 나랑 아주 맘먹으려고 하네.
I mean, Fent already saw it, but I guess I'll show, God, I'll show the Kim one for Fent here in game.
필요한 용품을 보급해드립니다. 공짜는 아니지만요.
Okay, so also Fent, you can talk. Your boy also does the same.
필요한 용품을 보급해드립니다. 공짜는 아니지만요.
Okay, so here's the first one with the arrow over there.
필요한 용품을 보급해드립니다.
It's the secret one.
벌처스는 왜 무인기에게 새의 이름을 붙이는 걸까요?
With the other still here. Who else could I show?
없는 것 빼곤 다 했답니다. 보고 가세요.
Also, and that's about to start in like 20 seconds. Guess also Soma. Something you wanna say, Red?
공짜는 아니지만요.
Wait, I never saw the Herald one.
빼곤 다 했답니다.
Oh, I did see it. I just didn't realize that was the Herald one. I passed it. Okay.
벌처스는 왜 무인기에게
He
새의
looks.
이름을 붙이는 걸까요?
She doesn't look like Soma here. She kind of looks like Luna or something. There's this one, and then there's this one.
벌처스는 왜 무인기에게 새의 이름을 붙이는
No, it's not as bad as certain swimsuits he has. Okay.
벌처스는 왜 무인기에게 새의 이름을
Who else? Who else? I mean,
용품을 보급해드립니다.
guess I can show like
아니지만요.
the mains I have. I did say it looks more like Luna than Soma. But there's
휴가를 나온
let's just say there's two big differences compared to like both of them.
아니지만요.
Let me check.
박물관의 큐레이터는 왜 수영복을 입었을까요?
No, there's no missions. Okay. So this is Seth. This is another character I use. I think I'm still gonna try to get the Shining Star with her. Out of like all of them. I don't like the Solomon one. The Will of Trinity is kinda. I'm on the fence, and the Herald I'm also kind of on the fence. I think I'll just continue with the Shining Star. Now let me go and check. Can just scroll down more. Jesus, it's more. What's this one? Tim. I don't remember seeing this one. Tea Time Hound. That's kind of cute. When was this set added? I don't remember ever seeing that. God dang it. I remember Bounty Hunter. I remember this one, the Praying Fox. This one was the other summertime. She's like, I feel so bad for her. Sometimes she's like flat as a board. Okay, the ad's about to end. I'll wait for the ad to end. Okay, I remember this one, the Loveaholic. Yeah, I remember all the other ones. I don't remember the Tea Time Hound. Who else would have it then? I'd have to search it up because I have no clue who else would have this set. Okay, that has finished. Now I can show the swimsuit for one of. I like this one. Like, I like the puff of hair to her side and like the giant ahoge, like on top of her like head. And then there's the swimsuit version, the freaking cow leg. It looks like it could stab someone, but I kind of prefer like this version. Okay. I already showed Soma, and Soma is usually my other main that I use. Like Sylvie and Seth are the ones I use for solo. Soma is usually I use in case I want to help someone. I don't know, at the beach. A giant banana, like, what's it called? Floaty? It's not really a floaty, it has a specific name. A banana boat. What does Wolfgang have? Like, Wolfgang was a character that I was trying to make my main, but he kinda got, like, left behind. Because it's kinda hard once you start getting, like, a bunch of mains.
업무가 빼곤 다 했답니다. 보고 가세요.
Okay, character profile. Let's see, what does his look like?
업무가 빼곤 다 했답니다. 보고 가세요.
Sunny Day Adventure. It's this one. Not bad. Then there's the. Yep, of course. Oh, I think I see a tiny sample like here. Is she crying? What is she doing? It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, she's also here. I would love to see like the full image. Of course you do, Red. Yeah. This is Wolfgang. He summons things. I don't think I actually picked a special set for him yet. I probably would go for Solomon because it kind of makes sense. Oh no, not my girly pop drowning. I think for this I went for cybernetic because like Dark Command is fine, but it's not really my vibe. And then Zenith, I don't know, he looks weird to me. Like this doesn't look like Wolfgang to me. And then there's Fallen. There's Draconic. Draconic's not bad. But since I had already started with cybernetic, I think I'll just make the full cybernetic set. Yeah, here. Let me go and grab the Summertime Resort. Okay, here, right? Here's the other swimsuits. This one and this one. Wow, Red, you're already replacing Jay. There's another swimsuit. This librarian is so like this tattoo. I find it funny. Okay, what else? Oh, there's Sparkling Ocean. I really find this one cute because of all the characters on the back. And then there's this one. Seth going blep. Okay, what else? Foul Fluff is the wedding one. Starlight. Midsummer Melody. I think this is one. Yeah. And then there's the special one. Or should I say the secret one? No, he just loses the sleeves, I guess. If you're into armpits, you can see his armpits, I guess. Okay, there's another Summer Island. Wait, that's not... Okay, here's the actual color. I remember this. I remember looking at this floaty and thinking, this kind of looks like it hasn't been, like, fully, like, filled up, you know? Like, it feels like it's deflating. And mix this the same thing with glasses. Okay, what else? There should be... Okay, there is more. Sunshine Wave. God dang it. And mixed... No, it's special. Oh, the special one is where he gets a 10. They haven't been making like 10 versions. Like, I think there was only for one swimsuit set. Okay, and I think this one is the last one. Does it not have... No, it's literally just this. Okay. And this is Wolfgang. Looking at the time, it is around 2 hours. Let's see. There are 2 people we can raid. Someone's playing Limbus Company. and they are like starting the game. I think they're currently on chapter 3. So I'm kind of interested on seeing how that goes. If like tomorrow I catch like if they're both online and I catch Vera online, I'll raid Vera tomorrow. But today we're gonna raid Renfa? I don't know how to say their name. Okay. Uh, anything special? Not really. Tomorrow I shouldn't stream like this late because like I didn't expect the update to be like that long. It took around what, 2 hours? Like I really wasn't expecting it to take this long. Um, but yeah, tomorrow should be Minecraft, and on Thursday, yeah, Thursday, I'm gonna start the non-existence of me and you. I know, like, I barely know anything about the game. I only know what I read on the profile. But yeah, one of my friends like played it and they liked it, so I was curious about it. I think it's gonna be like a short game though. I don't know how many like streams it's gonna encompass, but I don't think it's gonna be that long. But yeah, what else? So next stream I'm gonna stream. The stream after that I might stream, but I think I might not stream on Thursday. But later on I'll give you guys an actual like schedule because I'm gonna go like on vacation for a week or two. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stream that. Um, what else do I need to say? Nothing much really. Let me just prepare the raid, and then I'll just say my goodbyes to you guys. I am curious about something. Nope. What's this? No, okay. I was just curious because sometimes I catch someone in specific streaming closers, but like it's very rarely. So let me just start the raid then. Okay, so thank you guys for coming. Thanks for watching and staying here despite me being 2 hours late. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, week. I hope everything goes well with you, Red. Like in specific because you did say like like I hope in general that everything goes well to you guys, but I'm specifying Red because Red is in an awkward situation. But yeah, I hope that guys I see you guys next time, either tomorrow or whenever I see you guys. Bye bye.